100 watts. Is copper wire better than aluminum wire? True or false? Copper wire is better than aluminum wire. The answer is true based on heat resistance capacity. Maximum load capacity of 15 ampere is always 20%. 20% of 15 is 80. Therefore, the allowable adjustment is 12 amperes. 12 amperes. Next po, teachers. Ito, no? Provides accessibility gateway for unobstructed removal of blockage. Okay? It provides accessible gateway for unobstructed removal of blockage. Is called clean outs in our pipe. A T-shaped fitting with 3 openings used to connect 3 sections of pipe. Ito po tinatawag nating T-joints. These are known as T-joints. So a 4-way pipe fitting that connects 4 pipes. 4-way pipe that connect the 4 pipes is known as, anong tawag dito? Cross joint. It's known as cross joint. So inductor that opposes any change. So an inductor opposes any change in current. Again, those are inductors. It opposes any change in current. Sir, how do you define a very fine hair? How do you define a very fine hair? If your hair is thinner than a sewing thread, that is known as fine hair. Sunod, the type of switch used to control lamp in 2 different locations. Again, the type of switch used to control lamp in 2 different locations known as 2. Dalawang 3-way switch. Again, dalawang 3-way switch. Next, to prevent water hammer, a noisy pipe caused by the sudden stop of the water flow is known as, what are you going to use? What are you going to use to prevent the water hammer? Water hammer, ito po yung noisy pipe caused by the sudden stop of water. To prevent it, you use water hammer arrestor. Where is surface non-metallic raceway used? Again, surface non-metallic. That means on a dry location. Number 14, AWG of wire is used in. What is the diameter of the number 14 AWG? The answer there is 163 mm. Next, electronic gadget are used to smoothen the pain of muscle spasms and arthritis. Electronic gadgets used to smoothen the pain of muscle spasms and arthritis known as hand spa machine. These are pipes intended for heavy piping system. Mean to say, malaki yung pressure, mabigat yung pressure. Answer there is, ayan, cast iron pipes. These are cast iron pipes. Ideal tool to unblock the clogged toilet. Answer there is plunger. Sir, yung circuit having 2 or more paths. Circuit having 2 or more paths, that is known as parallel circuit. Sir, kapag yung tool used to remove soldered components in the component board, a tool used to remove soldered components in circuit board is called desoldering pump. Next, the application of little amount of soldering lead and soldering flux to the tip during preheating of the soldering iron is known as pre-tinning. Ito, appropriate tool for drawing parallel lines along with the edge of the surface. The answer there is marking gauge. Again, appropriate tool for drawing parallel lines along the edge of the surface known as marking gauge. Why should hot liquids be avoided from the direct mixture of baking powder? Bakit ba, sir, hot liquids must be avoided from the direct mixture of baking powder? That is to avoid chemical reaction. It is used to change AC to pulsating current. Used to change AC to pulsating current is known as diode. Why does an AM radio receiver receive or pick up signal despite the far distance from the transmitter compared to the FM radio? In short term, bakit nga ba, sir, mas mataas yung travel ng AM radio kaysa kay FM radio? Because the AM receiver receives the AM receiver picks up signals easily because the signals transmitted by the AM radio by means of line to side. Again, the only answer here is by means of line to side. Resistor is open. What is the reading of the resistance? Infinite. Next, the type of line used to show mechanical linkages between components of parts of the schematic diagram, dashed lines. A semiconductor used in a circuit where power requirements are much higher than the signal diode, rectifier diode. Not appropriate for any small-scale business, distribution channel. Uy, teachers, binibilisan ko to pero mahalagang mga concepts na to, ha? These are previous exams. To prevent transistor from getting hot, use heat sink. No? The voltage rating found in capacitor, working voltage. Next, the standard length in PVC pipe is 3 meters or 10 feet. Again, the standard length of PVC pipe for commercial purposes is 3 meters or 10 feet. If the hair looks tightly curled, it is considered as, sir, if the hair looks tightly curled, tightly curled is known as coily hair, or the type 4 hair. If the battery is rated 9 ampere hours and used to supply a constant load of 750 milliamperes, how long can it last until it becomes unusable? It should be 9 divided by 0.75. Teachers, 9 divided by 0.75. The answer there is 12 hours. No? Let me confirm this one. Let me confirm, no? Hold on. Let me confirm about this one first. No? It should be 9 divided by 0.75. The correct answer there is 12. No? It should be 9 divided by 0.75 because milli is on a thousands place. Okay, so that should be there. How to remove eye bags? No? How to remove eye bags? Oy, familiar question lagi na lahat, sir. The answer there is use cold compress in the morning. The flexible waterproof ribbon for covering thread pipe joints to prevent leakage, Teflon tape. Teflon tape. To create thread outside the pipe by hand is known as the pipe threader. Light continuous stroking movement with your finger and palm in a slow and rhythmic manner. Again, light continuous. That is called effleurage. Pero kapag yung heavy naman sir called petrissage. Yung magaan, effleurage. Yung mabigat, petrissage. The financial report that shows the net sales income is known as the income statement. Again, the financial report that shows the net income sale is known as income statement. No? Next, which process do you engage in when you record the daily business transaction? No? Which process do you engage when you record the daily business transaction? Answer here is journal entry. That's journal entry. The minimum safe distance from the septic tank if there's a source of potable water, the best answer there is, ayan, it should be 15 meters or 50 feet. No? 15 meters or 50 feet. A plumber wants to cut pipe. Which holding tool is needed? Yoke vise. Next, sir, a device installed in the inlet of a water pump to prevent the backflow of water. Check valve po yan. A valve that reduces the pressure of the refrigerant, allowing it to expand and cool before entering the evaporator. Expansion valve. Again, it's called expansion valve. What is the symbol? What is the symbol all about? It's known as variable resistor. The disadvantage of LCD, the liquid crystal display. The disadvantage there is environmental temperature sensitivity. It is a device used to move fluids such as liquid or gases displaces volume by physical or mechanical action. It's called pumps. Last question of the night. A substance or mixture that absorbs and releases heat from the area to be cooled in an air conditioning system is known as refrigerant. A major component of an AC system which pressurizes a refrigerant and circulates through the system is known as compressor. A device that measures and regulates the temperature of the environment. Teachers, baka pag temperature, that's always thermostat. Again, it's always thermostat. So these are materials in conjunction with the metal roofing, sections, flashing, and guttering rainwater accessories. Sealant po iyon. It is a concrete structure under the ground level designed to hold and deposit solid and liquid waste of a building. Septic tank. Which pipe layout is susceptible to the stoppage or the flow? Pipe with less than 2% inclination. Ayan, no?